Hello, I am Debbie Ridpath-Owie, children's book author and illustrator. I have not done a live stream in a while, so I thought I'd do one tonight because I felt like breaking crayons. Breaking one crayon anyway. And I'm also going to read a little bit from GURPLE and PREEN, which comes out in less than a month. This is GURPLE and PREEN, let me see if I can adjust this. Broken blah blah. GURPLE and PREEN. Oh, focus is off. Did I do that? There. GURPLE and PREEN, A Broken Crayon Cosmic Adventure, is written by Linda Sue Park and illustrated by me, Debbie Ridpath-Owie. So I'm going to read a little bit of GURPLE and PREEN, then I'm going to do a broken crayon, and also feel free to ask me questions anytime. So let's go to the screen. Yay! I'm actually becoming much more confident in using my Elgato Stream Deck to switch between scenes because I plan to use this setup when talking to schools in September. So in case anyone's curious, I'm using Ecamm Live to switch between different scenes. And right now I'm on my second monitor. Yay, hi Brian, nice to see you. Oh, you know what? And I can also, look, and I could practice. Oh, I thought I set up a shortcut to add and subtract comments, but I'll have to add that shortcut. Okay, anyway, GURPLE and PREEN. So I'll read a few pages. GURPLE's eyes opened, one by one by one. Her head swiveled as she clanked to her feet. PREEN? PREEN, where are you? The spilled cargo began to shimmy. Then a bunch of crayons shot up in the air. Zap my apps, GURPLE yelled, ducking. PREEN launched herself out from under the pile. The pods, GURPLE waved her arms in a panic. We're doomed without them. PREEN beeped. She pointed toward a corner of the pile. Oh, there they are, GURPLE said with a whistle of relief. But look at the rest of this mess. How are we ever going to repair the ship? It's impossible. We need solar-powered batteries, fusion plasma engines, magnetic force fields. GURPLE picked up a blue crayon and broke it. Bits and bytes. A tablecloth? What are we supposed to do with that? We need stuff we can use. I just realized I totally forgot to add a title to this post, so no one will have any idea what I'm going to be posting about. Oh well, I continue. You know what? I need to have a checklist that I have in front of me before I start every live stream. I am going to do that. But thank you for those of you who arrived. Okay, so I'm not going to share any more, but I am going to switch back to my main screen, and now I am going to, and that was an excerpt from GURPLE and PREEN, A Broken Crayon Cosmic Adventure, written by Linda Sue Park, illustrated by me, Debbie Ridpath-Owie, and it's launching, I'm so excited, August 25th, 2020, from Simon & Schuster Books for Young Readers. But right now, I am going to break crayons, because that's what I feel like. Okay, and feel free to ask me any questions if you want. All right, so usually when this is my broken crayon sharpener. It's a Sargent Art sharpener. It costs like $2 or $3. And today I feel like drawing, let's see, a dragon. I need to draw more dragons. So I usually try planning where I'm going to break the crayon. And if you are an artist, yay, Brian posted another comment. Yay! I am going to add you to that there. I'm going to add you right there because just knowing that at least one person is watching makes me happy. Okay, so I usually leave room for the broken crayon. And when I'm working on, you can see me, right? Okay. Usually when I work on characters, notice I'm very lazy, so I don't usually like outlining in the beginning, which is probably a mistake because that means I misplace things, but then I just add stuff. But it's just when I'm just drawing for fun, I don't like outlining ahead of time. But because of that, I don't really know what's going to come out of, I don't know what's going to come out of a broken crayon. Oh, he has very sharp teeth, he or she. Yay, and Marcia is here too. Thanks for coming, Marcia. You need a crayon sharpener for school. Yes, I find these really good. Oh, you know what? I did not zoom in after I'm going to zoom in after there. Yeah, I really like these a lot. If I sharpen a lot of pencils, so I have to empty them a lot. I always have to make sure that it's in the camera. I know I originally said I was going to try doing a live stream every night, but every day. I have more and more work to do, and I find when I love live streaming. I'm much more comfortable now. I need to keep practicing it, but I don't think I'm going to be able to live stream every day. I also find when I create art that I know is going to be live streamed or, see, I still have trouble talking while I'm drawing. I find when I draw art that I know is going to be public, it does influence me because, you know, I don't want to draw anything too scary. Just in case there's young viewers watching. Sometimes I feel like drawing scary things, especially after reading Kenneth Opel's Bloom. Have any of you read that? It's a great middle grade novel. I just finished it. I'm going to post. It's so good. It's so good. But it is scary. But I have this scary side to it. Okay. I just have to get rid of that comment. I'm sorry, Marcia, but I have to get rid of your comment for now. We're there. I love this. Look at that. That's one of my favorite comments ever. Thank you for coming, and I hope your beet pickling goes well. I love pickled beets, actually. I wish we were neighbors because I would force you to let me have some of your pickled beets. Well, I wouldn't force you. I would ask you nicely, but I would put a really pleading expression on my face so that it would be hard to resist me. At least I would. Actually, I'm really good at pleading when it comes to food because I'm a foodie. All right. Time to sharpen a bit more. All right, so I'm going to add some legs here. Earlier on, I'm not sure if any of you saw, I did a crowdcast live stream experiment, and my friend Jeffrey Cornish, I invited him on the screen, up on stage, to be my guest, just because I wanted to try it out, and someone named Tom N was also there. I have deleted that live stream just because it was very experimental. But you know, I really like crowdcasts. So right now I've signed up for Crowdcast's free 10-day trial, and I'm considering doing a paid account, but I'm not sure. Oh, I just got a message from Marcia saying that if we were neighbors, she would totally give me some beets. I used to not like beets, but now I really like beets. And now I'm hungry. I had an early supper. So now I have a craving for beets, and it's Marcia's fault. Okay. And sometimes I just like, even though I have this one crayon, oh, I didn't bring any, I'm going to add some shading. And I did not bring other shades of crayons, so I'm going to use actually a pencil crayon. Yes, I'm cheating. To add some shading here. Actually, I'm not keen on that. Maybe I can add shading from with my crayon. But what I plan, one reason I'm practicing these live streams is because I am hoping, I'm becoming more confident with switching between scenes and the overhead drawing setup, because I know while some schools are going back into the classroom, I suspect that many of them will keep an e-learning component, and I would like to still connect with the young readers, even if some of them are not going to be in person. And plus, I'm not sure when, like I live in Canada, Toronto, Canada, so I'm not sure when it will be practical and safe for me to give in-person appearances at schools in the US and in Canada, but it'll be easier in Canada. Well, I'm not sure. You know what? I really don't know when author visits in person are going to be not complicated, because I have a feeling it's going to be complicated for a while. So that's one of the reasons that I've been trying to ramp up. Okay. Well, I kind of like that. Can you guys see that? Yes, you can. All right. And you know what? I am going to add some purple, just because of GURPLE and PREEN, I have a lot of, I'll show you my basket. I have a lot of purple and green crayons, always at handy. Oops, I forgot to green here. So Brian, if you're still there, I would love to hear what you've been reading, if you've been reading, or if anyone is watching who wants. I'm looking for new things to watch on Netflix. Let's see. I have a lot of things to read. My to read pile is pretty big, and I try to read all different formats: print, ebook, audiobook. Right now in audiobook, I am listening to Henry Neff's Imperium. So good, so good. So I'm not going to play it because there's probably copyright, but this is, oh, can you see this, or is it, that's what I'm listening to. But it's so good. If you have a middle grader who liked Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings, or likes the idea of Game of Thrones but not quite so bloodthirsty and scary, I highly recommend Imperium. All right, you know what? I'm quite pleased with this. Add a little bit more. Sometimes I just like adding some texture as well. I remember in the beginning when I thought crayons, you know, like sort of a novelty thing, but I actually really enjoy, find it very satisfying, relaxing, drawing with crayons. And I think part of it is because they're very affordable. So I don't have to worry if they break, and if they break, hey! But because they're so affordable, you know, I feel that I can go through as many of them as I want and not have to worry about restocking. I've ordered, like, for GURPLE and PREEN, I went through 491, I have to look that up, 491 crayons, I think. Part of that was experimentation, part of that was the photos I took. GURPLE and PREEN, as you notice, incorporated some photographic elements. Also, I experimented with sculptures and taking pictures of that as models. I also used crayon textures as well. Let's see. But oh, yay, Brian. I was just wondering if he had answered. Reading book 4 of Antorian's. Oh, I have never heard of that. Well, I'll have to check. That sounds kind of interesting. Is it for older readers or middle grade YA? I kind of suspect it's for grown-ups, right? But you know what? I have to say, Henry Neff's Imperium, which is supposedly for middle grade, I am so enjoying. Like, I have it playing when I'm doing my workout. I have it playing when I am doing household chores. I find audiobooks help me read more books. Okay, I am quite pleased with that. Oh, but it's too bright here. And that's something else I'm learning. I can, oh, no, that's neat. I have to go to my Canon, and now, oh, there. Now I can adjust the brightness and saturation and tinting. See, I'm doing all this through Ecamm Live. I love Ecamm Live so much. The more I use it, the more I love it. Okay, now, most satisfying part of all is breaking the crayon. Okay, I have to be quiet so you can hear it. Oh, here. Could you hear that? Probably it wasn't close enough to the microphone. One thing I've learned through live streaming is to, in case any of you artists, oh yay, my friend Allison Durno, who is a retired teacher, also my music partner, she's here. One thing I love about, what was I saying? I'm totally distracted. Allison, you distracted me from my drawing. Okay, wait a second. What was I going to say? I can't remember. Oh, wait. And Brian, you heard it. Okay. Oh, good. Thank you. I'm glad Allison heard my broken crayon. Oh, young adult. Oh, I'll have to check that out. I'm glad you guys could hear the crayon. Yes, it's very, very satisfying. Okay, so now I'm going to glue it. So I'm going to use this. Quick dry tacky glue. I've been experimenting with different Alina's. I ordered these on Amazon. Alina's glue. And I can't quite tell what the difference is, but they all are good. But I've used just a glue stick as well. And when I'm working with kids, I work with glue sticks. Excellent. Oh, listen, Urban Tapestry is the music group that I was in, that I am in, but we don't play out that much, with my friend Allison. Oh, and if you want to check out Alice, like since she retired, she's been ramping up her artistic skills. Be sure to check her out on Instagram. Allison, can you post what your user ID is so I don't have to look it up? Thank you so much. Okay. So yay! Okay, so also if you're working on your own broken crayon art, always sign it. This goes for young and old, not so young artists. Yay! Okay, so my last thing I'm gonna do before I crash for the night, I had to live stream. I haven't live streamed art in so long. Is do a live drawing using Colors of the World. Thank you so much, Crayola, for sending me 2 boxes. See, I can't break these though because I only have 2 boxes, and I don't want to break because I don't know, they're not available. I haven't been able to find them in Canada easily anyway. So let's try drawing. And I just love that the names, I was curious about what they would call the colors, but they're all sort of neutral. So they're not prejudicing you for or against any particular ethnicity or whatever. I'm totally not very coherent. But, oh, I know what I was talk about before. That's why the focus. So what I have learned to do is, see, manual focus. I am, for those artists who are doing overhead photography, live streaming, I highly recommend manual focus, because when you have autofocus on, depending on your webcam or depending on your it could leg, and so I found that sometimes, because I move around a lot, I was going like this and it was trying to shifting focus. So one reason I bought my Canon M50 was just because I need a new camera, but also for live streaming I can do fixed manual focus. So right now it is fixed on this. That's what I was going to say before now. Oh, thank you, Brian. So do check out my friend Allison's Instagram, Allison Durno, because she's been posting some very cool art. Thank you, Brian. Allison's too modest to be posting. Okay, so now I'm going to draw. Let's see, what should I draw? You can see this, right? Okay, I have to focus, so I may not be able to talk, but feel free to ask me questions or volunteer anything that you're reading. You know, I'm going to go like this. Usually I begin with the eyes first, but I'm going to draw some hair. I'm not sure. Okay. I'm going to go closer. Closer. Can I do that? Yay! I am getting better at this. See, the more I practice now, the more prepared I'll be when I begin doing school visits. So this one is going to be maybe a little bit scary. I don't know. Just in case there's young viewers. I don't think there is because it's 9:30. Not going to be scary, but not happy and cheery, just because sometimes I feel like drawing a little bit moodier. I find if any of you are ever stressed or whatever, I really advise drawing with crayons. It's just so relaxing. And I know crayons are a little bit crumbly, but I don't care. What I find helps is if you have very smooth paper. So I find that regular printer paper, low quality printer paper, is not that great because but I find if you have higher quality, thicker, smoother paper, it's much more friendly to crayons. But of course, it depends what kind of art you're doing. If you're just having fun, it doesn't really matter. I'm not really sure who she is, but see, it's not scary. Not yet. I have the option of streaming to Twitch, but I'm thinking of doing live stream drawing to Twitch, but I also play Minecraft, so I'm thinking of live streaming mine just for the fun of it. Thank you, Marcia. So right now I've just used this one crayon color, which is Deepest Almond. Deepest Almond. So I'm going to try adding another color. When layering with crayons, I find you can only layer so much before it's a little bit too waxy and then doesn't work. So if I was organized, I would plan on my layers, but I'm not very organized, especially if I'm just playing around. What else should I do? You know what? I'm gonna add one that's not in the box, purple. Because like I said before, I love purple. Actually, that looks kind of cool. I like that. So if there are any young artists out there, one thing I find is sometimes it's fun just to try things that aren't necessarily the norm. So who knows why she's purple? Or maybe it's the lighting. Maybe it's something behind. It's so fun drawing with crayons. So if Marsha's listening, how are your pickled beets coming along? I'm very curious. Also, I'm curious in chat if people can post pictures. I don't think you can though. I don't have blue. Oh, yes, I do. Actually, I like that too. Okay, that's not scary at all. I was going to do a scary picture. Because as I mentioned, I've been reading Kenneth Opel's Bloom, which is pretty scary. But it's, well, it's not horror scary. Well, a little bit. But I can so see Bloom, which is the first of a trilogy, being eventually made. And see, now I've added too many colors. I can tell I've moved too many colors. That's because I'm just, I can't stop. I can't stop coloring with crayons. So many. Okay, that's it. Now that I've talked about reading, just started the brine. Oh. Oh. So Marcia, in case any of you missed the earlier update, Marcia is pickling beets right now. I wish we lived closer because I like beets. And Brian, oh, cross stitch. Yes. No, I'm not an expert live streamer right now. Oh, that's great. That's excellent. So is your wife using eCam or is she using something else? I'd be very curious to know. I also am craving pickled beets now. Thanks, Marcia. Anyway, thank you for coming to my live stream. I'm not going to do it every day, and I know I should pre-schedule, because if I pre-schedule, I'll get more people. But you know what? I just like unplanned live streaming because it's fun. It's okay if only 1 or 2 people show up, because it's almost like I'm drawing in a room with a few other people. I used to do crafts and drawing with my friend Allison when we would go to film conventions, and we would just sit at the back of the room and I would draw and she would cross stitch or do something. All right, we'll talk to you later. Have a nice night, everybody. Talk to you. Bye-bye.